Hello, everyone. I am emmanuelmdiniswa. Today is the 15th of January 2019. Allow me once again, even though I'm coming up late here, allow me to invite you to our admin blog as usually. We have current updates here, which I need to share with you before tackling the subject of the day. Allow me to go to my KCPO. We have wonderful updates today. Since I said today, the 15th of January, we have yet another opportunity to view the send button meetings. Today we have got the French, the Hindi, the Bengal, and the Cambodian send button meetings. South African time is always around after 1600 hours. Let us go through this article and get to know exactly. January the 15th, 2019, French, Hindi, Bengal, and Cambodian send pattern meetings. Don't miss send pattern meetings live broadcast Tuesday the 15th. It says here, billion of digital currency will be distributed by the end of January 2019. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. The send button meetings keyword will only be one word. Inside the Kingly Cashback Office, Mr. Mbe Derek French version. He's a host of the French version. And Mr. C.H. Pitam Kumar is the Hindi version host. And we have Mr. Mizanua Ranman, the Bengali version. These are our regular hosts on Tuesday, every Tuesday. We also have got Mr. Scott Thorne conducting the Cambodian version. Let us please attend today's meetings as it is announced here. It says TBC Scott Thorne will be hosting the send button live broadcast on Tuesday, January 15th, 2019 at 7:00 a.m. PDT. If you do not have a send button meeting on, you are not allowed into the meeting. For those of you who do have a send button, do not share this link with anyone else. The link will be available at 6:45 a.m. PDT on Tuesday, January 15, 2019, inside your Kringle Cashback office. The meeting starts promptly at 7:00 a.m. PDT. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. Then this is for them. It says, host, ask your viewers what kind of financial system will they truly support. Common sense, this blog. What type of medium of exchange do you want? One, on the left-hand side, would you prefer the medium of exchange created by banks and controlled by governments, or you would prefer the medium of exchange of the people, managed by a trustworthy community of people? Number two, do you prefer a medium of exchange designed to enslave humanity, or you would go for the one which is designed to free humanity? Number three says thousands of years of proof that corruption takes over its use. Would you prefer to use this kind of medium of exchange, or you would prefer to use the one that inhibits corruption? Or fourthly, it says, would you prefer to continue using the medium of exchange built on the principle of scarcity, or built on the principle of abundance? Would you prefer the medium of exchange that lacks transparency, or you would prefer the one that is very transparent? Do you prefer the one that has got source of perpetual poverty of the masses, or the one that will end global poverty? We are sharing this common sense. Would you prefer the medium of exchange that enables rule by force, or the one that is not used as a form to rule the people? Would you prefer to use the one which is very expensive, or the one that is very economical? And would you prefer the one that has got a tendency towards slow moving circulation, or the one that promotes fast moving circulation? Would you prefer the medium of exchange with systems that are too complicated for average people to understand, or you'd prefer the system is so simple for average people to understand? My dear team members, we need to catch a wake up. We need to adopt the kind of medium of exchange that will work for us as a common people, a medium of exchange with common grounds, a medium of exchange which will eradicate poverty, which is also easy to access, that inhibits corruption, as it is written here. We need this one, a medium of exchange of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of people, the one that is designed to free humanity, the one that inhibits corruption, the one that is built on the principle of abundance, the one that is very transparent, that will end global poverty, which is not used as a form to rule the people, which is very economical and also promotes fast-moving circulation. That which has got the systems is too simple for average people to understand. This is obviously what we are fighting for. We need to adopt the billion coin because the billion coin serves us with all these good benefits, good advantages on my extremely right-hand side, right? It says the current financial system has become so corrupt, it has created the highest level of inequality ever. The current central banking system is coming down, and we already know that in its place will be a new financial system that will be based on gold. But we also know that a system based on gold will cement the current inequality into place. Scarcity is artificial, come alive, a life of abundance. You remember this video that talks about scarcity. It goes on to say, TPC is the clear and lawful alternative. And now is the time to step up our efforts to build out our own economy that is based on the truth about the abundance of earth. Millionaire and mind skills, think, learn, and succeed. It says, keep this article handy in your toolbox to share when you come across members of TPC that are either doubtful or seem to be waiting for something to happen first in TPC before they will get to work on building up TPC. Almost all of the paid members in the TPC are either a millionaire or billionaire right now in TPC currently coins. So in one sense, TPC has raised your financial status massively, yet almost all of you have not lifted up your lifestyle to millionaire status, regardless of how many TPC coins you may have. It's time to lift up your lifestyle now. Please put aside all of your preconceived notions about how TPC should work for you, and pay close attention to what I will share with you. Millions have special skills. Without these skills, a millionaire lifestyle is unlikely. You can as well take the video with your friends and get to understand what is being related to here. Without skills, we cannot actually do anything. Then The Karate Kid is a very popular movie, and most can relate to it. In the movie, the American single mother and her son moved to Asia for work. The son is out of place and has to personally deal with bullies that pick on him because he stands out being from America. Later, the boy asked for a master of martial arts to train him. And this is where the movie begins very interesting. The boy comes over for training and the master has him do a series of chores like waxing cars and painting a fence. After a while, the boy gets upset and the master with the master and accuses him of taking advantage of him as free slave labor with all the chores he has done. Then the movie clip above demonstrates that the master was conditioning the boy through these chores to learn some vital repetitive motions needed to defend himself in a fight. The boy has the aha moment and then continues his training with the master until he becomes a world champion karate kid. Hey, my members, we covered this article yesterday. I would love to repeat it wholly, but what I wish us to understand here in this article is the medium of exchange. This was covered, I remember yesterday, you covered it. We covered it. We covered this issue. As you can see, this is what I wanted to base my presentation on. You need to adjust, you need to think about TPC and compare it with the fiat currency system, the monetary system, which is in existence nowadays. Let us have a look on some other articles which are in the blog, besides having been made aware of our today's send button meetings. It says here TPC training in English video. You can click this video. You can click this video at your own home comfort. These videos are much empowering. They are much empowering. I've taken my time to look at them, to listen to them. Never take anything for less here. Never ever take it less. If you click here, you will get to know and be lectured and be taught, because knowledge is what we need. Without knowledge, here is Mr. Nbey with his team in Cameroon. They are doing a wonderful example for all of us. Thank you so much, Mr. Nbey. Then the other article says here, this is a TPC training in English, in French. He's also dealing with, this is all his contribution, in fact, Mr. Nbey, Derek. This other one says one-on-one coaching with a rising TPC star. One-on-one coaching. It's a video. You need a coach, of course, in this kind of an adventure. This business needs people to be. He is Mr. Nbey again. Mr. Nbey, you are a rocking these days. There he is. There he is, one-on-one. Let's get to listen to him. There we go. Let us have him within our rooms. Let's get to listen to him. Mr. Nbey, thank you very much, sir. TPC merchant groups are so excited. This is the other article. I just want to peruse the whole item as a way of encouraging, particularly my newest members, that there's a lot of information going on. These guys are crazy guys from Ghana, I suppose. I saw it. Also a wonderful contribution, a wonderful typical example of things, activities taking place all over the world, particularly in Africa these days. Africa is taking TPC to the moon. This one says the TPC community needs more broadcasters. Also a video article. We need more people to become broadcasters. Since we are still in the distribution phase, we need to make the whole world aware about the existence of the billion coin. We are creating our own new economy. We are sick and tired of enslavement and there he is, Mr. Stephen Kefi, one of our wonderful rock star in TPC these days. Please get to screen him. Administering how to have the millionaire skills of abundance. This also is a video we cast on the skills that we need to acquire as members of the billion coin. Admin is training how to have skills. There he is, Mr. Howard Darren. Oh, yes, I think so. There he is. Let's go. There he is. You have to click, watch the video at home. We are sharing information in the billion coin. We are building each other through knowledge. Then the other video says, what good is money in the hands of ignorance? Nowadays, we are being educated. We need to get the know-how, the knowledge about the billion coin. Mr. Randy Wilson on his video about acquiring skills. Ignorance is not good. Oh, he's also sharing this article here. There he is. Listen to Mr. Randy Wilson at your own home comfort. What good is money in the hands of ignorance? Yesterday, we had the English send button meeting, which was hosted by him. We enjoyed it. This was an issue for yesterday. Every Monday, let us attend the English send button meetings. You see, today I'm just showing you some information here which are in the blog. Every Monday, collect information through Mr. Randy. He is connecting the only English send button meeting every Monday. Let us meet each other on the top chart. Then, many TPC leaders come together daily to support each other. It's a video. It's a video. It's a video. My time is against me today. I started late. Many TPC leaders come together daily to support each other. That is called teamwork. As leaders, let us learn to unite. Let us learn to unite and have a strong campaigning platform. Mr. Stephen Kefi also sharing with us that, telling us that it is so much important for us to unite and build a strong platform in the awareness of the billion coin. There we are, my leaders, my team members across the globe. We need to push hard in adopting the kind of financial, the kind of medium of exchange that we need. The billion coin is the only one that we are forging ahead. I have always told people that one day the billion coin will be announced a liquid currency. as we forge, as we involve ourselves in the current activities of the Billion Call. That is the only way to build it. If we're going to have more broadcasters coming in on this platform, sharing this knowledge about the Bitcoin, the Billion Coin, sharing the existence of TPC, then we will be actually pulling it together. So we need to differentiate between the current monetary system and the cryptocurrency, which is called the Billion Coin. Once we understand the difference, then as a people, we're able to agree and adopt it. What we need here is just for us to come back to our senses. We can no longer become slaves anymore. We need to free ourselves. And through freeing ourselves, we need to unite and have one voice and one mission. My dear leaders, my dear teammates, my dear friends, this is how far I wanted to contribute this evening. May we involve our newest people in the new promotion, which is still ongoing. And also let me remind about the redemption. Those newest people also must be able to purchase at least as little from 4 grains worth of kringlies through their sponsors during this time of the year, during the holiday promotion, for them to qualify to redeem on the 31st of the current month, January 2019. As they buy kringlies from sponsors, they will also be compensated with transaction cookies. As they bring in their newest people to register under them, new people will also get compensated with some referral cookies. This holiday promotion is good because it is even continuing beyond the end of January 2019. So 2019 is going to be a very strong year, a very important year for our newest people and for the general members of the Billion Coin in general. So everything is there for us. Let us become team builders. If your strength is in the team building, why don't you go for it? Build, bring new people. Because once you bring in about 100 registered people, and paid up people, because we need to encourage our newest people to be paid up, because a 10 rand admin fee is very much important in our community. Remember, we are building. So when we build, we need to be fully plugged. One has to be fully plugged. If you are not a paid up member, it means you are a semi-plugged member in the Billion Code. As we join in, let us have a habit of paying instantly, because this is a commitment. This is a journey that needs commitment, discipline, focus, determination amongst us as members of the Billion Coin. Remember, we are fighting against a giant system. The system that we are protesting against, or that we are fighting against, has been there for years. So we need to be wiser than this giant. Remember the story of Goliath and David. So we need to know what we want and to know how to get what we want. My dear members out there, my newest members, make use of all our different broadcasters in this channel. Get to understand more information, more aspects about the Billion Code. Even if you lost contact with your sponsor, grab any leader, any prolific leader, any broadcaster, you can become your sponsor. Some other people, when they joined and under admin. You can always change from admin and have a new sponsor. But please, let us all be paid up members. Allow me to say, due to time, I started late, I arrived late, I came out running here. My time has elapsed, but we shall continue with the topic of the importance of being a paid up member in this community since we are building. May the Lord bless each one of you as you listen to my broadcasters time and again. Till we meet again. For now, bye. Isikhathi ne